Hello ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Max's Garage Mahal. Today we want to talk to you about the Triclone trimmer head. This is a really neat little deal. I ran across this at the GIE Expo in Louisville, Kentucky about 10 days ago, and we ran across Daniel Lamberta. Daniel's a nice fellow. He runs Amkor Trading Incorporated, and he's got a great product here, and I want to show it to you. And I know I put up the video where he was doing a presentation. He's going to do a so much nicer job than I. So we've secured one of these trimmer heads and a spare set of blades so that we can go out, and as I told him, Daniel, I'm going to abuse your tool, and I'm going to do just that. Now here's the thing, before I go abuse it, you really need to see it. So we're going to pull it out of the box right here, and this is the way it comes in the box right here. And it has a nice little instruction sheet here, which is pretty simple. It's really all you need. It just tells you to remove the trimmer head from your old machine, and you can probably read in your instructions with your machine how to remove that and replace it. Usually you just stick a screwdriver in a pinhole and then screw it off in a counterclockwise method, because the threads are usually it's spinning clockwise, so you use a counterclockwise thread. And it's got the trimmer head in the box. This is going to go down, orange side goes down, and it's put together. It's plastic on the outside. It's got a nice little steel reinforcement here. It's got a heavy cast center on the inside there to keep these two pieces together. It's got a, looks like a cadmium plated bolt and washer that goes through into a molded in nut in there, and I doubt that I can get it where you can see it. But there you go. You can see the color in there. That's the head. That's the tip of the screw, as well as the cadmium plated nut. So rust shouldn't be a problem. And as this thing is RPM comes up, it's going to fling these blades out. And these blades don't really look that sharp. I wouldn't want to stick my foot in there to find out. But you know, these things are spinning pretty quickly. So it looks to me like, let's get out the Max's Garage Mahal tape measure here. As you can see, there's a couple of them here on the table. Everybody ought to have one of those things. This thing has, and it probably tells me on the box if I had to read it. And Daniel, I apologize, I should have read it better and prepared better for this. So that is 5.5 inches from the center. So it's got around 11-inch spread on it, or cut. So this thing is really meant, it'll do trimming, edging. It'll cut trees, small trees, with about, it says 2 3/4. So depending on how you attack the tree, you might be able to do it. Daniel told me this would do between a 2 and a 3-inch tree. And if you attack it all the way around, you could probably do 6 inch if you want to stay there long enough, but I don't think most of us would. So this comes in a box along with this cadmium plated 8mm washer, and I actually told him incorrectly. Daniel, I apologize, and I've spoken to him on the phone. He did send me the piece I needed. And if I'd had an Echo, which the string trimmer that was in the shop was a steel, and I don't know why I thought it was an Echo, but he did supply this as well. So he does have all the pieces to make it fit the majority of the machines you have out there. So you'll just tell him which one you've got. And he also supplies the nut, proper nut for it, which is, I've got 2 in this box, so I've got 1 in the wrong box there. And here's the nut. It has a washer built on it, which is pretty nice. You don't see those every day. So that's what comes in a box. And I've already got one on the machine already. And this one's going to go, I'm going to put this one right here that you just seen. I'm going to put that on a Ryobi 40 volt and try it as well. So that'll be part of this video if we can find the nut. I haven't found that nut yet for the Ryobi, and I really don't want to destroy the Ryobi head yet. So Ryobi and I are going to talk a little bit maybe about getting this nut down here and about fixing their stinking trimmer head that don't feed. So there's that. And the replacement blades are really simple. This is what it looks like on the inside of that tool head, trimmer head. So this just rotates on that shaft, and it does tell you instructions. They are safety conscious, as are we, and they do remind you to, as you operate this thing, stop it periodically and check these screws to make sure they're tight. You could use some blue Loctite, which is the non-permanent Loctite, and tighten those things up with Loctite. That would keep that nut and screws from coming loose so often, if they do in fact come loose. And a couple of people I spoke to that's got them, so far they've never had that problem. So let's quit screwing around, quit talking about it. Let's go get some of this stuff done and see just what this thing can do. So give me a little bit, we'll get set up, we'll go out and we'll beat the dickens out of this thing. So be right back. Okay, I just got through measuring some of these things, and they're anywhere from 1.5 inches up here to over 3 at the bottom. So we're going to get some of these weeds and try to take down 1 or 2 of those trees there. And we don't know if we're going to get away with that, but we're going to give it a shot. So let me get this thing fired up and we'll be right back. got here, guys. At the nearest point, 2 1/4, and 3 1/4 on the wide part. So, and I took it across the wide part instead of the narrow part. So it probably took a little extra time. Hey, that sucker works, guys. All right, let's do it one more time. Let's going up in here and try to get some more of these things. Just see how it does. I'll tell you what, let's look at the blades real quick. No deformation. No chipping. I hit some rocks in there, but you probably couldn't tell it. And I didn't want to take the guard off. So in the videos I've seen so far, people are removing these guards. Please don't do that. Safety first. Of all things, I don't know how much that would save on one of these blades going through if they were to break. But so far, everything looks good. And yeah, let's do some more. Anyway, let me stop. I'm gonna play this back and see what you can see. See if I need to move the camera and get a little closer. Okay, well, looks like we've got our mid-flight chopper going out here. We hate that because that means somebody's probably in trouble. So thank you to the nurses and doctors that go out on that mid-flight chopper, because you know what, without you guys we'd be in dire straits a lot of times, so we appreciate you very much. Alright, so I'm going to try to get rutting here, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of 1.5 inch stuff there, and I zeroed in a little bit, so let's see if that works alright, and we'll get a few of these. Ain't that a pretty little windmill there? All right. Those ought to be hot after that. Well, they're not. I guess a little dab of cool down. They're not even the least bit warm. There's no deformation, no chipping. I was hitting some rocks there. I'm going right on the ground and just letting this thing glide. So this thing's doing really good. I'm going to tell you something, guys. It's deer season, hog season in Arkansas, all kinds of hunting going on, and I can see a real use for this, and that's getting all this kind of brush out of the way to get a nice clean shot from your stand, or get to your stand, or just to get nice little clear path out to the outhouse, because you know this is Arkansas and that indoor plumbing's sort of hard to come by. So that's a good idea to maybe get you one of these things and a fairly decent old weed eater, and that'll get you into your outhouse and get you into your deer blinds and your hog blinds and out your duck blinds and all kinds of things. So I'm going to say right now, this Amcor Triclone trimmer head, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to show it to some neighbors. They back up against this mess right here on the fairgrounds. This is our fairgrounds, and I'm going to ask them if they'd like to try this out, maybe clean up some of their area, and if they would, then we'll get some more video. If not, then I'm going to end it right here and let you guys know that I think this is a good value. This thing is like $59.95. The blades, the replacement blades, are like $19.95. And the way these things are looking, I don't know how long these will go, but I'd say it's going to be a pretty good while. And I just cut down some more trees over here that are in the 3-inch area, and then the 1.5 inch to a couple of them are 2 inches. So the claim that this would do up to a 2-inch to 2.5 inch tree, we know it'll do a 3. So guys, get you one of these things. Get hold of Amcor Trading Incorporated. The gentleman's name that owns that is Daniel Laberta. He's retired military, and he's doing a lot of things for our country. He's done a lot of things for our country. So let's help support the gentleman and buy one of his heads. And I'm going to certainly do the best I can to help him out. And I appreciate all you've done, Daniel. And I really appreciate this product. I think it'll do you a good job. I'm going to continue using it. And I'm going to abuse it some more. Now what I'm doing here is not your normal everyday thing, but I can see for sure you guys that are in commercial that has this sort of thing you have to clean up for people. What you can't bush hog, like these little, this has got a triple berm here, so it goes up, down, and back up, and then down to the residential area. So that would be very difficult with the bush hog, and that's the reason why the county doesn't bush hog this. And it looks pretty rough. They were supposed to doze this off and put fences up. They didn't do that, so that's probably in the works. I'm not dissing our county by any means. I know that they've got a lot of things going on, a lot more important things, but if you got this in your background, you got to clean these things up, guys. This is going to help you tremendously. So again, Amcor's Trading Incorporated Triclone trimmer head. Get you one. I'll put the link down below. We'll also put a phone number in there, because you can call the gentleman directly. He will take your orders direct. And really nice guy. He'll answer all your questions. And I appreciate you guys coming by and watching these videos. And I hope you'll share them. And if you got anything out of this, by all means, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. We just reached, well, you lose a few guys as it goes along, a few girls here and there, and we're just a little over 500 subscribers. That's not a great lot. We'd like to be 500,000 subscribers. So help us share these videos and get us some more subscribers. I said when we got to 500, we're going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to do one of these MAXSGARAJMAHAL tape measures, and I'm going to keep this one. Everyone else asked me, can they have this one? I'm going to keep this, just see how long I can use it. So again, I appreciate all you guys that are subscribing, ladies and gentlemen, and all you young adults, and we appreciate it. Y'all come back and see us now. You here at Max's Garage Mahal.